The man lit the paper and tossed it into the trash can. As the flames grew larger, he kicked the trash can over. He needed to grab the attention of the people across the hall before the assassin found him. Seeing his plan succeed, Tom frantically mimed dialing a phone. The people across the hall seemed to notice the commotion in the room, but just then, the assassin caught the scent of burning. He grabbed a fire extinguisher and raced toward Tom's room, following the smell. Suddenly, the killer halted. He saw someone burst out of the opposite room. It was Tom, the very man he sought. Their eyes met briefly before Tom bolted, but the killer didn't pursue him. Instead, he immediately extinguished the flames, spotting the person across the hall dialing a phone. He waved him off urgently, then he quickly mimed making a call himself, signaling that firefighters were on their way. And just like that, Tom's only chance for help was effortlessly thwarted by the killer. Tom, having escaped, dashed straight into the main server room, attempting to upgrade his access card's privileges. He could hear the killer approaching, drawn by the sound. Yet the card writing progress bar still showed a long way to go. Fortunately, the killer detected nothing unusual. After scanning the room, he turned and left immediately. Tom quickly crawled out from under the desk and used the system to deactivate every access card except his own. Seeing Operation Successful flash on the screen, he immediately cut the card writer's data cable. Only then did he breathe a sigh of relief. Sure enough, the killer was blocked at the first door. The repeated beeps of access denial enraged him completely. Tom watched him now like a monkey performing tricks. After everything tonight, the time for counterattack had finally come. He flipped over the desk again and cut power to the entire floor. Using his own access card, the only one still functional, he slipped silently back into the office area. To his surprise, his boss Alan was also working late. The woman on the sofa was Alan's secretary. Tom intended to borrow their phone to call the police. This move left the other man momentarily bewildered. But before he could explain, the sound of someone smashing the door came from outside. Alan finally grasped what was happening, but it was too late. The assassin pressed a gun to his neck, demanding if he'd seen Tom. Meanwhile, Tom slipped out again, unexpectedly. After warning Alan, the killer left him alive, perhaps planning to use Alan's life to blackmail Tom later. After the assassin departed, the two reunited. Tom led Alan through winding office corridors, searching for a safe escape route. But then they saw the killer swinging a sledgehammer at a door, not the main entrance, but the security door to the archives. That door was reinforced with steel and bulletproof glass. Even cannon fire couldn't breach it in one blow. Seeing the killer's futile efforts, the two retreated back inside. Just as they were planning an alternate escape route, they suddenly realized the hammering had stopped. Alan quickly turned off the desk lamp, and the two vanished into the darkness. Moments later, the killer emerged pushing a chair, clearly with a colleague strapped to it. He demanded Tom hand over the access card, or else this man would get a bullet. But Tom had seen all his colleagues already dead. He knew the killer's ruthlessness, and guessed the colleague outside was long gone, so he wasn't intimidated by the threat. After putting on a show for a while with no response, the killer didn't want to waste time there. He left the colleague behind and departed. Tom and Alan couldn't resist going to check. They discovered the dead man was the janitor, the first person killed. The killer must have used his access card earlier.